Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Master of Orion 2 with me, Get Daved. I'm willing to break the bank to that degree to get a Doom Star. My only question... Oh, great timing. Could have used you guys a little while ago. I could use adamantium at this point. No, I like that they might have a hard time hitting me. Yeah, population minus 50k. Can't do it. I'd be broke if I did that. I'm gonna see what I can expect from the Alkari this time. Class 1 shields, okay. You know what? In that case, I just gotta scrap that outpost ship. Okay. It would be sure nice to shortcut to some of their tech. Battleship should do. The Knight is a fine name for such a ship. I'm not committed to the cloaking device, but it's a nice idea to hold on to for now. Question is, do we want to go transporters? It's sure easy to get their shields down. Do we do that and put true pods? True pods are still pretty huge. You know what? We're not going to need a ton with the strategy I have planned. Which is, we just crack them with a death ray once. And because this is designed to capture ships, we don't want to deal with... Here, let's go with this as a utility weapon. We don't want to deal with bypassing their armor. So let's try popping out a knight here. There we go. And conveniently, the gods smile upon us. Why would you do it? Why would you bother? I have something for you. All right. You know what? Oh, it's just out of range. I should have gone with the tractor beams. It could have worked as part of a team. Oh well. Hopefully this fight lasts that long. Leave the big one, everyone. We have plans. I kind of wanted to get away from battleship construction, but so it goes. pretty much the saddest thing that's ever happened to me. Building extra battleships. It's just that for 3 battleships we could have 2 Doomstars. They really just did not scale command points well. Because I kind of like it. As a matter of fact, this has been just true in every Orion game. In the first one, there's a bit of a niche case where the small fighters are useful late game, but even then, I like the idea of a varied fleet. In Mu 3, they tried making it so that you had to have ships in certain roles and everything, and that was really dumb. You'd try making a fleet with like 8 ships, and they'd be like, "No, you need a picket ship." It's like, what do you mean, no? I am God Emperor. Yeah, so HyperX capacitor, you get 2 charges. It takes 2 turns to recharge as well, so it forms a pretty formidable pair with the phasing cloak and the time warp facilitator. So because that gives you 2 turns. Oh, they got one. They have 2, actually. That's really impressive. Fortunately, I planned for it. Thanks for coming out. All right, let's hope for some adamantium. Scrapped. Booyah. And neutronium bomb, which I didn't actually know how to make. Unfortunately, I've found a better way of bombing now. Yeah. Well, I'd say it's time we begin our tour of the solar system. With the one catch that... no, we don't need to spend the command points on that. I feel a little bad scrapping an Ultra Elite, but gotta make way for the big boys. Do we try sneaking on the time warp facilitator? This also doesn't have a HyperX or a high energy focus. I don't know if it's worth it just because the amount of space it has. Like, it only has about 300 space for weapons. Yeah, we'll just leave it be for now. You know what? Would this be a case to use food replicators? I'm gonna check what the math says. I generally do not like them. $18 food. 34 food, so 16 food a person, yeah? Yeah. $30 food. No, still not worth it. Subterranean farms would be worth it, though. As a matter of fact, we can just basically turn it into 2 hydroponic farms. There we go. +1. Beautiful, full efficiency. It's a good thing. Now this is really tricky because I want to attack the Cylons because they've got that going on. But I'm not quite ready yet. We're gonna play a game. You get 1 shiny Get Daved point every time that happens, and when I render a system uncolonizable, oops, those are my allies.
Don't do it, Master. There's our friends.
Yeah, if I just render it uninhabitable, give yourself 1,000 Get Dave points. It'll be a good time. Oh look! They brought a battle station. You sure not to fire on the planet or we won't be able to do this. Oh man, ancient artifacts. This is like a crime. This is like a UN heritage site we're doing this to. Really important to the history of the sector. Alright. Feels bad. But if I can't have it, no one can. You know what? Cylons may not be so tough after all. Oh, ultra poor. I mean, we gotta put them out of their misery. It'd be unethical not to. Alright, Canopus was a character I... Oh no. Oh no! We're gonna have to get fuel cell tech. Yeah. Enjoy it while it lasts. Winter is coming. What you got, Darlox? They didn't really prepare. Alright, we got Iridium. These are all pretty expensive. If only they had taken my offer of peace. The thing is, if I offer it now, they still won't do it because they're just so angry. Too angry to save their souls. Also, what was that colony's problem? Like, they just had it gathering research points, I guess, but not with a building? It can't have been that good. Yeah, when some people said I could colonize Orion, I don't know if they grasped the fullness of my intentions. You see, and I know I might sound like the bad guy here, but I kind of wanted my planet to be the only planet that I could colonize. Yeah, now you understand my meaning. Before you're like, oh, he can't build colony ships, and it's like, well, that's part of the meaning. So in this situation, if someone's ever doing this to you in a game of Orion, by the way, just go after their colonies. Just let yours burn. Just try out-damaging them, basically. Because, like, you can see they're not able to muster defenses to slow me down. starting to get ugly. What a beautiful portrait I'm painting. Hey, Alkari. Okay. What can I reach? Nothing. So we could build an outpost ship? I'll just park at Vardy. So now it's the moment of concern. As long as they don't get 2/3, which again could happen if I go for the Darlocks first. You know, does someone just want to give me thorium? No, you don't want to give me anything. Though they're totally at the end of the tech tree. Oh, they would. I mean, I haven't checked what they're offering, but let's see what we got here. Alright, because of how the fuel cells work, we instantly have thorium. No. They can watch. Also, I just want more efficient speed routing. Ultra poor planets are so terrible, they're one of the few that's not really worth colonizing. I mean, you know what? If your options are bad, they're bad. That's all there is to it. But if that were remade from an asteroid belt, it'd be a much more efficient use. I have done that before, where I've like given my systems away to someone I'm at war with, and then you destroy the planets and then you rebuild them all, and you have the highest possible score you can get on a given playthrough. Obviously, the faster you do it, the better. Oh yeah, I'm real good at science. Yeah, I believe there was a plague here. Oops. Isn't that silly? I misclicked. Not this time. You guys are going to see a lot of this, but again, I could just attack the Anterans, but again, that would not align with the actual purpose. You see, I'm on a mission from God. He speaks to me through the stellar converter. That's a 4x religion I could get behind. Yeah, I actually think the death ray is kind of a bad weapon. So these are... No. I will never give that away, though. Cylons probably have it, though. Hello. Behold your defenders. You know what, let's just get this out of the way. Hope you're ready for the encore in a minute. At least the fights are going quickly, you know what I mean? Like when you're wailing on these things, these planets with a neutron blaster, really go on. Cool. So one Doomstar is enough. There goes the capital, next turn. And its little brother. I'm sorry, Altair the Second. Oh, that was... Oh no, we needed it. That was necessary. Good, even. Also, we're gonna say... we're gonna say, give yourself 10 Get Dave points every time I say something that maybe could be construed as slipping down the moral slippery slope. I think he'd probably have 20 points by now. Again, every once in a while I wonder if the power is corrupting me. Don't worry, we'll have ourselves a match soon. Okay, so this is a potentially dangerous situation. The nebula takes all the shields down, but unless you have hard shields, which I do not. So if they had... Dang. Robin from the Darlocks, I wouldn't do it. Alright, forget what I was saying. Unimportant. I imagined, in that silence, I was imagining basically a whole Goodfellas like sequence. They punched a made man. You don't do it. And take a nap. Ooh, I nearly killed everyone already. Alright. Now let's go home and regroup. I really wish the subspace teleporter were better with how late game tech works, but it kind of doesn't hold up. Well, good. They've been showing lots of due diligence there. Up to class 7 shields, very nice. I kind of want to blitzkrieg the Cylons. Now, to do that, we would need only legendary orbs, basically. And I have some concerns about doing that and how long it would take to get there. So let me think about this. Oh, that's 11. Nope, 1 turn. I guess I just missed the turn button. Okay, that's pretty much my preferred system gamut, unless there's one other tech worth having. Time Warp Facilitator, man. It's so big and it's going to take so long. The math dictates I should... No, wait. 150. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not optimal to put it on quite yet. Also, these things are doing work, but I expect the Cylons have class 10 shields. Yep. Yeah, they've completed the tech tree. There's doubtlessly a phasing cloak in here. Yep. I mean, with the planet, like the size of their empire, it's inconceivable that they have not overtaken me. Like, I have 1,000 research points almost with 1 planet. Imagine what they're at. Like, you can get to 35,000. You know, especially a system like Orion, the way it is right now. If they're doing planet construction, each one of those becomes a large. You put a leader with a science bonus. I mean, you can get just an incredible amount from just one star system. I think 5,000 would be a realistic thing, because you could have 75% to research, and someone may also have science research and spiritual leader. If I put a notch into hyper advanced physics, you know what? Okay, let's do this. 54, he can't do it. I like Dark One. It rhymes with Dark One. Okay, so we've got a degree of miniaturization on that. If they're using phasing cloaks, this won't last long. Do we have another good-looking Titan? Okay, that's, I think, probably the second nicest one to my eye. We could dump the auto repair unit. Let's just see what we can get away with here. We're warlords now. We don't need the battle scanner, I don't think. Mega Fluxers are auto magic. I'm still probably going to put the auto repair unit back on, but I just need to free up some space. I mean, this is a big piece of tech. So that's $150. So if I go below 150 space for weapons, it's not worth it anymore. I'm gonna risk it. And if they have phasing cloaks, oh man. Hope we get the dodges in that situation. Like inertial nullifier might get us there. Well, that's huge though. Plus 100% beam defense though. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Cylons are also packing Class 10 shields. So a phaser would only do 20 damage versus 50 from the disruptor. I think it's still a better option. I'm also willing to roll the dice with shield piercing. I don't do this very often at all, but here's the thing. I'm gonna do some crazier things, because you've seen me play this game lots. I can win from this situation. I could just attack Antares. So we're onto a different phase of the challenge now, which is, can I punch the biggest kid in the nose and get away with it? Alright, we'll keep it at that. The Menace. Yeah, actually, I feel like that's extremely appropriately named. Maybe we can get the dodges, maybe not. Is he Mystic the 10th? Is that his name? I'm just going to stock up production now. Leaders. Good news, everyone. We're rich. Oh, right. We got to take a look and see if the design is up to stuff. Pretty good. Yeah, these things, their purpose is different, and I think they just need the support ship. What I'm actually being cautious about is if I encounter the main Cylon fleet, like how am I going to stop them? And the answer to that is I do not know. Okay, we'll get them working on that for a minute. All right, everyone, next time we declare war on the Cylons and see if we can make things interesting. See you there.